Okay, and welcome to episode 11. I hope you enjoyed that little sped up portion of video at the start. That was just to cover what was happening with the pipes and everything between episodes. I kept recording just so you didn't really miss anything. I've just realised I forgot to do this whole section of fence, and I forgot to cover in my Alpha 23 video, or even notice in any of the other videos, it actually costs money to buy fence now. Which is, it makes sense, but I've been so used to not having to spend money on fence. I usually use it way too much. It's not expensive, but I think under the changelog it said something like, fence is no longer free. You try going out and getting hundreds and hundreds of meters of fence for free. So it makes sense, and I think the devs wanted to change that, obviously, well, for obvious reasons. Let's get 4 vending machines. We shall have 2 wide sofas. In fact, let's make that 4 wide sofas. Let's be adventurous, and then we'll leave that like that for now. In fact, the warden can have 2 sofas as well, so he can chat with people. They're still logging a little bit. In fact, there's a tree that I've missed right there. I don't think there's any more trees anywhere else. Nope, there's just a couple of stumps. We've got the power up and running. What you might have seen in the video is that I've got 2 power lines. I've got the slightly darker or lighter green even, which is going to be powering the kitchen and a few things that it goes past, and I can't intersect these cables, obviously. And then I've also got a dark green, which is going to be doing most of the rest of the prison's power. This one is also going to be doing workshops, which are going to go here. Notice I say workshops, not workshop. That is a pretty key point, which you might want to remember. So, obviously, we've just unlocked door control, which is kind of important. And that's going to come in handy for these little rooms here. So we're going to have 1 door control unit there. And I believe 1 here as well. And then we are going to have a multitude of door servos on these doors. There's going to be 1 on each, which is going to change slightly, obviously, in the future. Because we're probably going to have other doors, like the ones that are going to circulate that side of the prison. They're going to need to be installed at some point. So those door servos and etc. are going to be installed, as well as all of the stuff in the staff room. Whilst that is happening, I'm also going to want to designate this to be built, which is going to be the canteen. And that's going to take a lovely little while to build, because it's quite a large building. Obviously a 21 by 53 building is quite big, because it's got to do about 500 different jobs. Actually, no, more than that. So there's about 1,000 jobs there, so 1,000 different materials need to be placed on the ground. It's not going to take too long because we've got it on full speed and there's a lot of workmen, but it will still take its sweet time. Now, we've got everything practically that we need. So we've got deliveries, exports, garbage, we've got all of the offices and etc. I have regretted to build the last office, which I thought I'd already done, but need to do now. And that's going to obviously be, once it's in, a psychologist office. So let's get the psychologist in, just so he's out of the way. I've done most of the research. We're just doing contraband, patrols, clone, groundskeeping, prison labour. Got remote access, obviously, because we've already started using that. And yeah. So we're going to want to actually connect this to all of these. So if you haven't quite clicked yet, I'm not going to do what I did last time, which is use 1 door control for practically the whole prison, because that's not really how it's meant to work. You're meant to sort of separate out your door controls. So I'm gonna have 1 guard, like, basically stationed in each of these areas. And geez, that's a lot of lights that I don't really need. Let's go with it anyway. If they put 2 next to each other, oh no, that's just a box. Right, I thought they'd put 2 lights next to each other. Then I was about to question that and get slightly annoyed. So we're going to want a door there, and we're going to want to expand that sort of just down to there, I think. I think that'll do. We're going to want to have a staff door somewhere. In fact, no, let's make it an actual jail door. Wait, no, actually, staff door shall do. And that is going to go and bridge through to the deliveries. It's going to be sort of staff only. I think these sort of areas here are going to be blocked off. I think I'm going to have like a wall with a door either side there. But that's just to keep prisoners some sort of going through. I am going to have to concrete floor that bit, and I think I'm going to dirt that bit just so it looks right. Get rid of that, and we're going to have a staff door there also, like so. Make sure the utilities are right. Yes, they are. This is going to need to be designated as 1, a canteen. Set those 2 bits in front of the door because I don't want that being designated, and a kitchen. So this is going to need its 2 bits of brick wall, obviously, which I've forgotten, and those we are going to need in here, obviously, serving tables, which are going to go, I believe I planned over here. See how many we can fit in before it starts wedging up against the door. Quite a few, actually. We are going to have a couple up here as well, so we've got like 6 serving tables. Is that enough? Yeah, it's probably enough. Probably over what we need, really. We're going to have at least 3 rows of tables. Not sure how long. Probably about that long, and then that's going to get bigger, obviously, as we go down. I'm just going to put these in now. I should really build like the rest of the prison before I start doing the little bits of interior, because they are obviously the less important parts. Now we're going to have a control room somewhere, probably over here, which is going to have door controls and other things. There's going to be a door control for this building. There's going to be a door control for this building. In fact, no, I think we might just combine this building into one. In fact, we could probably even do that, as in, like, actually combine it into one, and then we'll just knock the walls out so they can get in and through. Or even just put some actual doors in. I don't know. That's a little bit of a touchy subject right now. I'm not fully decided on what I'm going to do with that. Right. I'm going to actually go over these with a little bit of dirt as well. These doors out on the sides, which the kitchen could use to get to the deliveries, but we're just going to leave that. That should be okay. Now, obviously, the kitchen is going to need some metal detectors, obviously, because of the new contraband. It's going to need, say, right now, 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6 cookers, 3 fridges for now. Let's do that. In fact, no, let's make it 4 fridges. Let's be risky. 4 fridges. We're gonna have some sinks. We'll have 3 sinks along the edges like that, which obviously need to be connected up to a pipe. I think is covered. No, it needs to go 1 further along. We're going to need some door servos, which are going to go here and here. And obviously there's going to be some door servos controlling these doors. So I'm just getting the infrastructure in now. Make sure we have got it, because we don't want things going bad. I'm actually going to swap this staff door out for a jail door with a door servo on it. Because obviously jail doors are a lot stronger than than their staff door counterparts. We're going to want to extend this out quite a bit. these little two bits poking out to make sure everything gets powered. We are going to need some walls. There we go. Wonderful. We are going to want to actually start building these cell blocks at some point, but we are going to leave that for a little bit. In fact, I might even get the paths in before that. Mainly because the paths are going to allow them to run. Well, not run, but walk faster to get everything done. Right. It's going quite well. I have to say I've progressed a little bit faster than I thought I would. Right. We are going to need to start building... Actually, no, let's not start building anything right now. Let's actually get the paving stone and stuff down. So I want paving stone all the way down here. And all the way up here. And I'll do this little bit as well. So that's the paving stone that we're going to need. That's going to get installed now, obviously. We've got some bits. These bits probably need lighting up. In fact, you could probably even make that inside. That'd look pretty cool. I'm going to want to remove that planning, because for some reason the wall planning removes the walls, but... Well, no, when you install a wall, it removes the planning for it, but when you install a piece of paving stone or something, it doesn't remove the planning for it, which is incredibly annoying. Let's get started on doing some paving stone down the center and the sides, which is going to go sort of all the way up each side. And all the way to where the doors are eventually going to be. There's not going to be a hell of a lot of grass in this prison, mainly because I'm just sort of in a bit of a bad mood with grass. I don't like it as much as I used to. Yes, we are going to want the outer sort of rim of the prison, not prison, of the yard. Like so. We're going to do that. All of this path, of course, is going to increase the speed, because you can walk fast on that. You can only walk slow on dirt. I mean, it's not even normal walking speed. So, you know, the faster they can walk, obviously they're going to be more productive, because they're going to, well, basically just do things faster, which is always a good thing. The faster things get done, we can do things. That didn't make any sense whatsoever, but it doesn't matter. Now, we're going to want to have the correct doors on these cell blocks. Well, no, this isn't a cell block. This is more like, actually, no, it is a cell block. Each one of these individual things is a block, and they are in wings, if you think about it. So we've got the south wing and the north wing, each with lots of different blocks of cells, which each hold, I believe they hold something like, I can't remember how many it was actually. It was 8 on each side, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in this side. And then we've got the shower. So yeah, that's how many it holds. It's gonna be quite a few. It's gonna be more than 112 that we had in the previous couple of episodes. Because if you're just joining now, we've just migrated from the prison we were starting to build in the previous episodes to a bigger one, to basically start again, because I was bored. And we're starting again. So, righty. We're going to need a common room, which was going to be the top one. Doesn't really matter because they're exact same size, but it matters to me. We're going to need some visitor tables, which are going to go sort of like in the center of the room, maybe like that. See, how many could I fit in if I was going 2 from each side? And then like a gap between each. How many more could I get? I could get like 1, 2, and then nothing. But that's enough for the prison, I think. That many visitor tables. We're never going to use all of them, but having the ability to is always a good thing. I think I'm going to add. I'm going to add a few more jail doors, actually. Which are also going to be controlled by door servers. So let's put them in. I want to wait for one of them to be installed so I can see which way it's going to open. They're going that way, so let's do it there and there. Wonderful. So we're going to want to link them up to a door control at some point, but we actually don't have a door control right now. We are going to want to get some benches, obviously, because what is a canteen without benches? It's just a bunch of tables. I was going to try and say something a little bit sort of mind-blowing or something then, but instead I just said it's a bunch of tables, because obviously my brain just doesn't like being smart sometimes. Righty then. We could fit a couple more in, but I think I'm going to call it the end here, because, you know, we've had enough. So thanks you for watching, goodbye.